First Alert Forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Well, happy Sunday morning, mid-Michigan. We're tracking a few very light showers moving throughout the area this morning. Not causing too much of an issue, though, for us, thankfully. And most of those have been north of the bay. A look at your First Alert Pinpoint Doppler live from MBS shows us that it looks mostly like snow. However, with temperatures a bit on the warmer side at the surface, we are seeing a bit of a sprinkle out there with these that are moving through. Again, not really causing any issues for us. We watched them move over the Mount Pleasant camera just about an hour ago, not really causing too much of an issue. You can see them trying to move over the Tri-Cities for us right now, but the atmosphere is quite dry at the surface, so we're not really expecting too much in the way of these to cause any issues at the ground as we move forward. US 10 camera does show us that we have dry conditions out there across mid-Michigan. US 10 moving along just fine. All the concrete is starting to dry out quite a bit. We do have melting snow continuing because temperatures are above freezing for a good chunk of mid-Michigan. Now, it is about 9 o'clock, and we're starting out with those really warm temperatures, nearly 40 degrees already in Carroll. We've seen these temperatures climb over the past few hours since early this morning, and as we transition into the afternoon, temperatures only increase from here. We're going to be getting into those low to mid 40s across the really central portions of mid-Michigan, potentially working on the upper 40s as we get into southern portions of mid-Michigan, places like Elma, Owasso, Flint, Lapeer, potentially getting up, making a run to near 40 degrees. Now, as far as the skies go, we're going to be in a mix between the clouds and sun out there, so back and forth. Really, the best way to describe it is just going to be a mix between the clouds and sun at times. And the hour-by-hour notice that we have mostly cloudy skies to start, but with time we do see a few slivers of sunshine potentially as we get into the afternoon hours. And again, we're talking about those mid 40s across central portions of the area, low 40s to the north, and we could be again making a run at 50 degrees across the south. As we transition into the overnight hours, we do see clouds return, and eventually we actually see a shift in that wind to the northwest. That'll bring a few snow showers into our far northern counties off of Lake Michigan, and that also filters some cooler air into mid-Michigan as we go into the morning hours of your Monday. We start out a little bit on the cooler side in those mid to upper 20s across the north, upper 20s to low 30s across the south, really where we're supposed to be for this time of year, but still we're on the cooler side compared to where we started out this morning. Now, as we transition into the rest of your Monday, mostly dry, again a chance for the mix between the clouds and sun out there. And then as we get into the overnight hours of your Monday into Tuesday morning, we have the chance for some showers to move through. Could be a mix between the snow and rain. Eventually, as we go into the rest of your Tuesday, it does look to be a little bit on the drier side. It's mostly Tuesday morning that we're keeping an eye on. And then we get to Wednesday, and that's when we start to see the next impacts from our next winter storm system moving in. And it does look to start as snow, but with time as we go throughout the rest of your Wednesday and especially into Thursday morning, it does look like we will be talking about snow across the north, a mix of just about everything across portions of the central lower peninsula. So that's here us in mid-Michigan, and then some rain across the south. Now, those exact details with this storm system still a little bit up in the air because it depends on exactly where this storm system right here tracks. Is it further to the north or the south? It'll depend on how much snow we see or how much of that mix we see. We also have more details about how much moisture we'll have in the atmosphere, how much lift we're going to have in the atmosphere, what's the structure of this low pressure system going to look like. All of these are definitely up in the air right now. There's a lot of moving parts in this forecast that we have to nail down over the next few days because this could be pretty impactful depending on how those factors shape up for us. And this is the best picture for us right now. Again, heavy snow in the blue across the north. Once we get down into the pink in the mix between the pink and the blue, that's where we expect that heavy mix potentially. So that could be rain, that could be the snow, that could be the sleet and freezing rain mixed in there as well with the heavy rain across well to the south of mid-Michigan. We're keeping a close eye on that. So again, 7-day forecast is busy for us. We've got the chance for those showers Tuesday morning, and then Wednesday and Thursday, highest chances for that so far. And I do expect us to increase those chances over the next few days, watching how this system plays out. And then we end the week on a cooler note with temperatures down into the low 20s. So another big cool down for another Friday. It's been a pattern for us so far this year. And then as we go into Sunday, we'll have a few more chances for snow.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.